Hello, Rick187 and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts in this Shipyard Champions series, where I am being anything but a champion, if we're being perfectly honest, and I always am. So yeah, this is going to be week 5, which is going to be the end of this first season, so do expect a bit of a break after this, and then we'll come back with some new challenges, hopefully some more competitors. Although I don't quite know how long the break's going to be, but we'll work that out. But yeah, we'll be back at some point, but this is going to be the last one for just now. So before we look at week 5, we shall do our customary glance back to week 4, and we'll see how we performed against everybody else. Okay, so there we have it. So for the 4 remaining competitors in the competition are Bro Silly. We've finally worked out how to pronounce his username, and of course he simplified it, so thanks very much. Brother Monroe, myself, and Panzergraph. And as you can see on the board in front of us, Bro Silly took the victory last week with a whopping 2 points. So you'll be aware I did the destroyer versus light cruiser angle and got close but failed spectacularly in the end, but so did Panzergraph do the destroyer one as well, so we didn't even get points for originality. Brother Monroe also had some issues with target locks, had to re-roll his game a number of times. You can go see what the issue is by looking at his video, whereas Bro Silly had a clean run, so he gets the victory, so congratulations to him. And as I said, we're not doing particularly championship level performance here, but I've been having fun with these challenges, and hey, is that not the main point? So that was week 4 done and dusted. Throw that over the shoulder, forget about it, let's look forward. What is the challenge for week 5? Okay, here we have it, week 5 challenge, and this is all about torpedo warfare. Torpedoes often is the bane of my existence in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, usually because I'm on the receiving end of one, and invariably because I'm not paying enough attention and they clobber into my battle line at some point. However, this time we're going to be trying to use them to our advantage. So as you see the challenge there, we need to sink a 1940s battleship. Range, nation, weather, and the year of our own building, and even the time of day, all up to our own choice. Lots of free range. All that matters is we have to sink a 1940s battleship, and we must sink it with torpedoes. And I suppose there's 2 little extra factors. So one, the limiting factor for us in our fleet is the type of ship we choose, and you see from a kind of list there, depending on the ship you choose, it defines the number, and the lower ranked ship the more you get. So 1 battleship all the way down to 20 torpedo boats. And the other angle is that the victory goes to whoever can sink the enemy battleship. So step 1, you got to sink the thing, and step 2 is the maximum number of torpedo tubes that you have on your vessels. So this is going to be a really interesting challenge, because you could say, well, let's say we have torpedo boats, lots of tubes, but if they all just get sunk by the battleship and we don't actually sink it, bad news bears for us. So that's the challenge, and then we have, first thing we're going to decide for ourselves is what angle are we going to take. How much of a gamble is it going to be? How crazy are we going to play this? And the short answer is very crazy, and the long answer is actually not that bad, and we'll explain that, both of those in a jiffy. So this would be my ideal setup, I think. So in terms of opponent, I've gone Soviet Union. There's not too much to pick between it, but hey, why not? We'll go against one of their battleships. I don't have any pre-builds for the Soviet Union, which is another good reason for picking them, because it means the AI isn't going to pull out the CA or anything, because I've not cleaned the files. And then I thought, well, who's going to sink Soviet Union battleship 1940? Well, why not the German, right? That seems like a suitable opponent to go. And originally I thought, well, hey, let's do the 20 torpedo boats. Sounds fun, sounds crazy, lots of torpedo tubes. It'll be a laugh, even if it won't be successful. However, the issue you have is you can't get a 1940 torpedo boat. There is no such thing as a torpedo boat hull for Germany in 1940. And in fact, the first time you get torpedo boat hulls is, 1905. So that's 35 years of tech we have to give up on the Soviet battleship. And the issue with this, if we jump into the design ship, is going to be the speed that we can achieve, really. I mean, okay, it's talking 37 knots, but we're probably not going to get there yet. We're massively overweight and we've got no weapons. So realistically, we're not going to end up with that higher speed. And we may find that the Russian battleship in 1940s can easily, be pushing 30 knots. Could be low 20s, could be high 30s. High 20s or low 30s. They're all, suitable ranges. It does depend on how the AI builds it, but we could find ourselves in a situation where, we can't realistically, at any great speed, close in against this battleship, and we're just going to die, right? The only way this crazy torpedo boat spam would work is if you have the speed to swarm around it like sharks. So unfortunately, I can't do my glorious torpedo boat army, so we're going to settle for the next best thing, which is going to be 10 destroyers. And that saddens me, it's not more. We obviously tried and failed with our destroyer charging this battleship, and 10 does not feel like a lot. And all that matters is the number of torpedo tubes. Right, there's two things we're going to do here. Well, actually, there was one thing. We're going to go in and we're going to design ourselves a destroyer. Let's do this for just now. Because what I'm going to actually, it's intriguing my brain here. I'm going to design a destroyer. Let's design this one, please. What? Oh, yeah, did we have used one of you already? I don't know. Go away. Hang on. Design a ship, please. I want to look at, right, let's just get rid of it. You're confusing me. Design a ship. I want to look at destroyer, please. Thank you. DDV1, perfect. Hybrid destroyer, sure. I want essentially the most, actually you can get almost 6,000 tons here. Ooh. But of about 35 knots. Interesting. So I want to look at is what we can get and how many tubes we can go for. Like, obviously, veterans, we don't care about that. Let's try a little bit of standard quarters. We'll may play around with bulkheads. I mean, we shouldn't be a long engagement, so don't worry about fuel. We do want as much displacement as we can really get away with. Yeah, and let's slap on some stuff. So what I will look at, surprisingly chunky, is I don't want a lot of these actually. Torpedoes, no, I don't. Probably want one of the lighter ones, to be perfectly honest. I don't really want to put a gun on you, but I'll probably force you to put at least one main gun on. We will need a funnel. Let's slap you in somewhere in the middle. And then we're going to want to see how many things we can go with. Why don't you have, sure, we can have a couple of 5-inch guns. Why not? Just for the sake of it. We'll put one in there. Torpedo launchers, at least one is needed. Do not worry, we're going to have many. Now, it's number of tubes, so this does count as 10 tubes. Come on. Okay, you're not going to work on there. We might have to go a slightly smaller one to get them both on. 3s. Okay, we can put some 3s at the back. We must be able to get some nice pairs of 5s in the middle here. I wonder if there's a smaller main tower we can use actually, because I don't really care about this. Why have you gone away? Oh, I don't know, but you are... Oh, because you're here as well. It's a funnel I destroyed, because I'm an absolute fool. Okay, let's put you at the front. So you are a 60, but you are pretty massive. What are the smaller ones like? I think that's more funnel efficient and size efficient, and we might be able to get some torpedo boys at the side. Well, perhaps not 5s. If we went down to torpedoes and we grabbed, I don't know, a couple of 3s maybe? 2s? Really? None? Nothing not going to work? That upsets me. Okay. So this might be it. Is there any way we can stick some at the front? Oh, we can. That's funsies. Okay, and there's another 10. And this may be all we're getting for our money's worth. So what's that? 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 36. So we'd have 360 torpedo tubes on this bad boy. Speed of 35. I do need to play around with it a little bit. I mean, can we go, how much faster can we go? Oh, we can go quite a lot faster. Can we squeeze a 40? No, we can't squeeze a 40. I also need to play around with this stuff, which I will do in a moment. But I think this might be our kind of basic form. Our angles are a bit wonky. I probably want to move a funnel around to try and get a bit better of a spread of where torpedoes are launched. Let's double check some of these things. Yeah, it's more expensive, but generally makes things better. Yeah, and in fact, we can get either down to one tunnel or a bit faster. Yeah. These extra knots are phenomenally expensive. Let's stick it 30 for just now. What can we do here? Don't wait. Okay, capacity goes up higher than weight, so I think that should be an overall benefit. Our engine efficiency is through the roof. We can probably get rid of that as well. Engine cost don't care about. Fuel storage, ship flaws. Ship flaws aren't great, but let's keep working on this. I will take the best armor we can get our hands on. I might try a little bit of reinforced bulkheads and a little bit of anti-flood. How much can we get away with? Surprisingly a large amount. Okay, I mean, let's be honest, these things aren't stopping much. Now, we don't really care about any of our ammo, but we'll worry about it later. Torpedo size. Now, we did learn our lesson last time in that we suffered from our torpedoes not doing the damage. Now, it does hurt. It increases range. Look, big amount of weight addition makes them much more detectable. So we could maybe worry about just more of them and not quite as big. I would like a little bit more if we can get away with it. More cost, I don't care about. Weight's tiny. Range is good. Detection down. Less chance of duds. Let's go for that. That doesn't matter. And I probably increased if we can get away with it, which we can. So we're sitting at 38 knots, which is not shabby. We can probably kill a funnel and maybe even get some more on. Now these things are probably not going to add very much. I'll stick them on just for the sake of it. Don't need any of that. Sure, you can have that, and sure, we can have that, right? Just so we can see what we're shooting at. Armor, I don't really have any armor. Not surprising. These things get hit, they're just going to die. I mean, we might be able to sneak up. I don't know. What's the max we can have? 1.5 everywhere? Alright, that's a bit much. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so I think that's the base going to be. I'm going to see if I can we do this? Nah, not quite, not quite. What if we... Yeah, it's only a 60. Well, we could probably get away with 240s though. Alright, I'll finesse this and come back in a minute. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. Moved the funnels around. I did manage to squeeze in an extra 5 deck torpedoes. We're now up to, what's that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 46 per boat. So 460 in our fleet. That's a lot of torpedo tubes. They're not optimally placed, but part of it is we just want the tubes down. As you can see, our weight is sorted. I did have to pull back the bulkheads from loads to many. And also I got rid of a double bomb, which in hindsight doesn't do much. I mean, okay, it adds to your resistance, which is good, but there's a lot of predominantly reduction in damage from torpedoes and mines, and well, that's not really an issue for destroyer. So I think this might be where we are going to land on. Just for the sake of things, sure, I'll pump up those things, but guns aren't really doing much. And yeah, 20-inch, I think we're going to stick with. So we do want more. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, this is good, this is saved. Now, so for us to make a light cruiser fleet with more tubes, because light cruisers are bigger, we would need to have, what's that, 5, 10, 15, 20... Yeah, 23. We'd have to have twice this number of tubes. We're talking having 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 launchers along the side. I don't think that's going to fly. I don't think it's going to work. Even without trying it, I'm pretty confident I'm not going to get 10 torpedo tubes along the side of a light cruiser. 10 torpedo launchers, each holding, well, mainly 5 tubes. I just don't think it's going to work. I tell you what, I'll do a quick double check, just in case, right? Never let it be said I'm not thorough. So let me just throw together something. Alright, so this, obviously it's not a proper ship, but I just slapped on some bare towers and then tried to fit in as many tubes as I could. And it's you know, it's not coming up a winning formula. So yeah, it is, I can't remember, something like 75 or 76, but obviously we would need it to be 92 to be equal to destroyers and more than that to win it. So the destroyers is definitely giving us the most tubes that we can get in our fleet, so that is the route that we are going to go down. So let's just bin this. Don't worry about that. Okay, so we are going to take our 10 destroyers, as fun as 20 torpedo boats would be, and we're going to take on a Soviet Union 1940 battleship. 1,000 meters again, because we want to start as close as possible. Weather, let's go cloudy. We'll do it in the morning. We are going to use, always use shared design, so it should use our design for destroyer. I don't have anything for the Soviet Union battleship, so that should just be an AI generation one, and we'll give it a go. So, off we go. Okay, let's jump in and see what we got. Now, there's a couple of things which are going to be crucial to our success. One is the directions of fleet are facing each other. So if we start sailing away from each other, that's going to be a distinct negative. So if we start going directly at each other, awesome. And the other one's going to be just what kind of AI design that they have rolled. Right, oh, quick pause. Okay. Here is our glorious fleet in the most sensible division you'll ever see. So a 4, 3, and a screen of 3. Okay, all right. Here is our opponent coming towards us. I love to see it, with a terrifying number of secondaries and tertiaries, which will chew our lovely destroyers to pieces. But it doesn't matter. We don't care about surviving numbers of ships. We just care about sinking her. We're going to do, I don't want to do screen. What do I want to do? No, avoid is good. Where is what I'm looking for? No, it's just I want you to be a battle line. I forgot how to do that. That one. No, that's not what I want to do. Sail. There we go. Yeah, let's pop the smoke for everyone. Let's make sure we're going at our maximum speed, which apparently isn't 35 knots. I thought we got up to 38. Does it just limit you to 35? That's poop if it's true. Right, this division is going to flank around to this side of the ship, and our big 4 line is going to kind of try and cut it off. And we're going to go as fast as we can, and we're going to hope that we get a glorious chance to put some torpedoes in it. I think I'm just going to go normal on the torpedoes. Because, hang on. You are not my destroyer. You are not my destroyer at all. Where's my destroyer? Why has that not worked? Okay, hang on, I've mucked up here. Oh, that's annoying. This was a really good setup. Huh. Okay, let me sort that out. Right, sorry. What I should have clicked the launch button from the design screen, not the quick launch button from the overview screen. Anyway, we are here. We have our setup. We have our lovely 10 destroyers. We do not have as good a start. RNG has not been kind to us. We're not, well, so we're nice and close, but we have this Behemoth. Actually doesn't look quite as scary as it was. Chasing us in the butts. Is not what we want. So everyone is going to again be given this steady line order. Everyone is again going to be told to pop smoke. Actually, are you my main battle line? No. Oh, because you're in a weird formation here. Right, we've got our proper speed. Everyone really needs to get right. I think I'm going to detach some ships here. You two are in a formation with him. Well, you are going to be told to detach. You guys head around this way. Who are you in formation with? These two, I'm okay with that actually. You guys can sort on, especially if you're the lead. I'm okay with that. Everyone's going to do a quick sharpish turn. Okay, you're turning this way. And then you two, yeah, you're going to try and really crank around to get in this side of them. Yeah, this is definitely a challenging start to things. Okay, let's go. I'm going to leave. Did you really just launch a torpedo at me? Right, you need to just turn and get some torpedoes off before you die. Pretty please. Oh, you've actually already launched. Oh, there we go. Spread away. Okay. That looks like a pretty good start to things, actually. Get your other ones away. Other ones are away. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Who needs 10 of these? All you need is 2 and to start at 1 kilometer. Oh, just look at that! Look at those trails. She's gonna pay for it with her life, but this is a lot of torpedo tubes. Bong, bong, bong. So it's 3 torpedo hits we've had now. 4. I mean, she's still fairly happy about life, but one has to be considering this is starting to take a toll. Right, you come down this side. You guys are chasing off in that direction. We'll have you come a little bit wider. And you know, which one are you? Oh, you're falling down, that's fine. Yeah, you are on your own, come this way. Okay, yeah, you keep spinning around just in case you can get some more torpedoes away before you die. Which you have done. Oh, V2-2, you are my hero. So here we go, the NE-Tron Mania, 42,000. But she's about to eat a whole bunch more torpedoes. 17 torpedo hits. Is she dead already? She's thinking about it. 17 torpedo hits. Oh, V2, your captain's getting a medal. Don't go down with the ship. I was expecting that to be much tougher than it was. Awesome. So our one destroyer failed to take on a light cruiser, but we just smashed ourselves a battleship with essentially one of our ridiculous destroyers. Sweet. There goes a $769 million battleship for the cost of one $400 million destroyer. Okay, that's quite expensive. I didn't realize how expensive my fleet was. I feel a little bit over the top there. But hey, do you know what? I have 460 torpedo tubes on this fleet. I would like to see someone who's crammed on more torpedo tubes. But yeah, that's a victory for us. Awesome. I've got a good feeling about this one for once. Right, excellent. So I hope you have enjoyed this little foray. I was expecting the battle to be a little bit more dramatic and tense, and in the end, it was a very one-sided affair. But there we go. So yeah, we'll see how we're gonna. I'll maybe do a very quick update video just to let you know the results of this week and the season. But don't expect any more full content for a while. But I hope you enjoyed this little additional series we've done. Thanks very much to Bro Silly for putting it together. I've certainly enjoyed taking part of it. And I'll catch you all in another one. Cheerio.